Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's been having a fantastic and wonderful day today, and that everyone has had a wonderful and fantastic weekend, and that everything is wonderful and fantastic. I may be a bit of a distraction tonight because I've just literally like 30 seconds before starting the stream, mashed to my finger, and it's throbbing a lot. So this would be fun. Yeah, we're going to do some more programming today, and we're going to have a look at some things and change some stuff and do some things because I'm stuck. I'm stuck when it comes to trying to figure out this UV thing. So yeah. So let's go over to here. Wow, that is not the right one. That is not the right one. Hold on, let's try this one. That is, what do you mean device not connected? It's my monitor. I'm looking at it. Refresh. There we go. Thank you. Device not connected. Well, it's definitely on. I can assure you of that. I can absolutely assure you of that. Yeah. So, what is it we're doing? And what is it we were doing? Runtime mesh manipulation. So we start the game, and we go over to here, and we create this in runtime. And I was trying to figure out how to get the UVs to map to it. And I cannot. I've looked at things and I've done stuff, and the texture coordinates are how you do it, and I don't know how to do it without creating additional vertex and things, and it's just not the right. So there is a way to do it because they do it. They do UV mapping on texture coordinates that are reverse. So there is a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it programmatically. So I either need to hunt that down a lot, a lot, or I need to look at this a different way. I'm thinking of looking at it a different way. I'm thinking of, instead of having a thing, I think we've done this already. Hold on, I think we've got data. No, that's just a box, but I think excuse me, I keep coughing. We had these things made here, which are our different stuff. Do you know what I should do? I should. The inspectors over here, and the hierarchies should become their own thing. And then we'll enlarge this. Because then I can sit over here. You don't really see the hierarchy because that's not all that important. I need to use it, but it's not that important. And then when I'm clicking on things, you can see stuff down here. Like you can see, if I do this and go to you see it. So yeah, you can see the numbers I'm manipulating and things, because we do the inspector stuff, but the hierarchy isn't all that important. So, yeah, hierarchy is not all that important, and that will work pretty well because chat can go on top of the hierarchy, and that doesn't matter because the hierarchy, as I said, isn't terribly important. So I've got these things here which are like, we've got a pin, we've got a segment here, and then we've got a corner segment there. Yeah. And if let's pause this for a moment. Let's bring in this corner this main segment. Sorry, no, cancel. Bring in the main segment. Let's zoom down there. So it has, unfortunately, when we've exported and re-imported it in, done some odd things. Hasn't kept the hierarchy that I wanted for it. Like, it hasn't kept the quad on top things there. It's optimized the mesh. I don't know if we can change that on the import, because what I wouldn't mind doing is actually creating the mesh ourselves and map all the UVs to it and do all the bits and pieces, and that'd be fine, and then have it generate that, spawn it in, instantiate in, and then we manipulate the vertex that are on that. The advantage there is that we can do all the UV mapping in the editor, not a problem. The disadvantage there is that I don't know the order of the vertex when they're created. So I don't know, without some trial and error, how we're going to do things. So yeah. If I look at this here, yeah, this doesn't have any settings when we import it at all. So I don't even know if this is doable or not. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's create a new box. Okay, we'll reset the box and put it back to its default status there, and just so it's got, yeah. So I want to make it 0.1 by 0.1 by 0.1, but then I want to manipulate it and change some things in it. So I want to grab this and I want to drag this out. Sorry, I want to drag this out. Undo that. Let's make this 0.1. Hold shift and then bump like that. Then we drag this one, bump. Then grab this one, bump, and then we grab this one, bump. Okay. I actually think I want to go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I made it 0.1 by 0.1 by 0.1. Shouldn't these be the same size as oh, they're snapping to 0.1, they're not snapping to... Also, why do I not see the grid anymore? What have I done with the grid? I don't know what I've done with the oh, there it is. There it is. I haven't done it turned on. So yeah, so you actually are I need to move you whole object to be 0.05 by 0.05 by 0.05. I think there we go. Now you sit on top of the surface, that's fine. Then I can manipulate your things again and actually snap these all out to where I want them to be. So, okay, and then what I want to do is I need to create a new one in between these two. So I want to set that face. Then I want to delete faces. So. Okay, and then I want to select edges, that one and that one, and fill hole. No. That's it. Okay. Oh. I don't want to fill in the entire hole, I just want to confirm. Confirm. Okay. And then I want to do this all the way around. No. Hold, confirm, and then do the same underneath. Will I do it like that, or will that? I think that's valid. I think that's valid. Hold on. Flip face. Yep, that's valid. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Right, like that. And then I want to do, not do that. Click you and set pivot to selection. So there we go. So the pivot's at the bottom now. I actually want to select you and bring you down by one, and then set pivot to selection, and then put you back up by one. So then when we untick this and click it, the actual pivot is below, because that's what we want to do. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to make sure all the UVs are matched on it correctly. So let's grab the arrow texture and drop it to the entire thing, like so. Let's go down. Let's remove the mesh collider. We don't want a mesh collider on it. We're going to have a box collider on it. That's fine. Go down here. Let's set the tiling to be something like 10 by 10. Okay, and look at that. All of the UVs are correct there. These ones are not. They're all facing upwards. Actually, that's not bad. All facing upward is fine. Actually, and they all face the same direction there. So the UVs are automatically sorted out. So the UVs are all facing towards the Z. They're all facing up, like north, essentially. And all the other UVs around it are facing that. So the UVs are set beautifully. Okay. So what we want to do is, I want to have, like the thing be, well, not grey, but I'm gonna give it the grey thing there. Then I'm gonna select a single mesh here. No, we're not. We're gonna leave that like that. This is fine. This is fine. We need to export this 3 times because we need 3 different ones with different things. So the first one's going to be the CPU, and that will have a standard texture. The second one will be a dual inline chip, which will have this one and this one have different textures, and the third one will be a socket, which will have all 4 of these ones have different textures. Okay, the socket and that don't actually, I keep doing that. The socket and that don't actually need bottoms, to be honest with you. They don't need them, but I am going to leave them on there. So yeah, the problem is if I select all and go, can I triangulate these? Triangulate faces. Put on. There you go. So all of them are triangles now. Okay. And look at the way it's done things on this. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, all the way around. And this is the same. So, and then these ones here. So it knows something that I don't about the way UVs work. That's right. But we want to triangulate them because when it exports them, I want to leave them like this. So this is important. This is what we want. Okay. Okay, so let's try this. Let's export. We'll try as a prefab to start with, into prefabs, and we will call this it can just be called cube prefab for the minute. That's fine. Okay, go into our prefabs. Let's drag in the cube, and it looks like it's kept all of its information. Yes, it's kept all the vertex, all the faces, all the things, because I triangulated them first. If you don't triangulate them, then it tries to optimize stuff. So that works. Okay, right. The problem to this, however, is I now don't know what order the vertex are in. So we're going to have to try and manipulate them. Excuse me. We have to try and manipulate them like one at a time. So if I drag the cube in, and we'll just reset its transform. It's set here like this, bottom. And what will happen is basically we want to do the same as we've done before. The center ones we want to expand out and then put all the other ones around it. So I need to know which vertex is which, and the only way of doing this is going to be to edit the vertex and move them one at a time and see which one is where, because I can't figure out how to do UVs. I can't. There is a way to do the UVs. You can do mesh.uvs, but the problem is that doesn't yeah, we can do mesh.uvs on our thing. So let's let me open the C# project. So I keep coughing a lot today. Today's not been a good day. Today's not been a good day. So, inconsistent lighting. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. I'll save that. So, we're adding texture coordinates to it, doing mesh. If we add the UVs to it, so when we create a mesh, we can literally go like mesh.vertices are this and mesh.that and mesh.the other. So where do we add the texture coordinates to our thing? Where do we do that here? So this is where our things are. This is fine. Triangle indices is triangle indices. That's fine. Vertex count is vertex count. That's an int. So we get a mesh data array, which is created up here. We allocate a writable mesh. We get the mesh data. We get the vertex. And then we settle the vertex, and then set index parameters with the triangle. No, that's right, that's fine. So I guess when we assign it here, so we're changing the array. Changing the array as we're doing things. So is it here? Mesh data dot get indices, get normal, get tangents, get UVs. So there is a get UVs here. Nah. Okay. But I'd still like to try and do it the old-fashioned way of doing it, rather than generating a thing with you. If I can figure out how to do it this way, we can make a mesh with code, and it does give us a lot more. Gives you a lot more power if you're creating the whole thing yourself rather than relying on redoing things. The problem is that I don't know how to assign multiple textures to something. And I don't know how to tell it what texture goes to what place. There are indices, normal, and we do some of this, don't we? We do. We set the vertex parameters to this. Okay, the vertices are get vertex data, so we get the vertex data, and then we set the vertex. So the vertex data contains vertices dot position, text coordinate, normal, position, tangent, and text coord. Okay, but the UVs are stored separately. Right. In the tutorial I'm following, the cat-like code-like one that I was following last time round, the UVs you can just set. Which is fine, but the texture coordinates, can I not bother setting the text coordinates? Could I set the UVs instead? Do you have to do text coordinates? I don't know. I don't know. Apparently you can have multiple texture coordinates per vertex. Really? Vertex attribute count is 4. So that might be how you add multiple textures to a thing. So this is another reason why I would like to be able to do it with this, because we can paint textures onto it. We can do that, and when we convert them up, it's all the data's in the thing already, and the only thing we have to modify is the vertex position, nothing else. We don't have to worry about text coordinates, we don't have to worry about tangents, we don't have to worry about anything whatsoever. We just literally have to modify the normal. This can all stay the same. We literally just change the vertex dot position. That's all we do. And we set the vertex to that. So we wouldn't change the text coordinate, wouldn't change any of this stuff. We'd get rid of all that stuff, get rid of all this here. So we call that in. I don't know what this is, dimension 3. That's the normal. There's the tangent. There's that. I wouldn't even just call those in. Would I? Set vertex parameters. Oh yeah, so we do. So we can call all those in that we already have. We're not making new ones, are we? We are. Oh no, we are making new ones. I don't want to make new ones. I want to read what's currently there. Vertices equals mesh data vertices there. Vertex dot position. So we already read that. We already get the vertex data, which stores all the stuff we have. Right, I wonder if we can... Struck out a sequential vertex is this. So I'd have to... So we're setting the position of the text coordinates, and then we're assigning it to that one, and then we're just overwriting it over and over and over and over and over. So we'll create one vertex with all this information in it, and then we're just overwriting them over and over. But the weirdest thing is here is that I don't actually see. So we create a new thing called a vertex, and it's a new vertex with this information in it. Where is this? Where is this? Ah, here's the vertex. So this is a position, normal, tangent, and text coordinate. Because we can't go vertices 0 dot position, because you can't assign that like that. So we'd have to get vertices 0, change the position, and then assign vertices 0. So we're getting all the stuff. So this auto fills all the bits and pieces. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So let's create a new script. Adapt model prefab vertex. Vertices T minus C. It's not here. these both vertices. Hold on. No. This is going to be in built game, but it's pretty cool. So we want to have a public game object. Let's call this the chip prefab. And we'll do this all in start because it makes sense to just do it all there. We're just going to test things for ourselves. If chip equals null, then just get out of it, don't do anything. Otherwise, I want to grab some stuff from here. So I don't want to grab a vertex like this. Well, I do want to grab this. So let's grab this and put that in here. Don't need to change any of this. Native vertex var new. So you dispose the vertex attributes. So I don't need to change any of these things. Because we're not getting and changing and setting and doing anything. We're leaving that all alone. We just want to do this. Okay. But we don't have any mesh data yet. So let's get the mesh data like this. But I don't want to allocate a new mesh. I want to go chip prefab.get component mesh data array. Can you do that? Let's go to our test mesh thing and turn that off for the moment. We don't want to do that. Go to our cube, which we have here. Actually, let's turn that on. Let's turn off the... No, turn that off. Let's drop that on the cube. The variable chip prefab at depth vertex is not being assigned. Oh, that's true. That's because it doesn't exist. It's us. Okay. Right, so that's worked. Interesting. That should have just failed, but it didn't fail. So. No. Mesh data array is not a Unity component. I think you'll find it is. I think you'll find it is. So I want to go vertices 0. So I want to go vertex equals vertices 0. Vertex dot position equals new 3 0f, 0f, 0f. Okay, let's just set it to there. And then vertex vertices 0 equals vertex. And then we're going to come down here to the end of this. And we want to do so we change all the vertex to the vertices. Triangles are fine. They're already set up. What does that do if we just run that? Will that modify the position without having to reset it? So we might have to do something with this. Okay. Yeah, because it's not. We might be changing the position well, but we're not actually reapplying it. The mesh shouldn't equal a new mesh. We should get the mesh up here. Mesh equals get prefab, get component. Type of mesh? No. Don't need to do type of mesh, we just need to do mesh. Mesh dot let's index buffer set vertex buffer. Okay, well, and here if I did that, will that reassign it? Let's find out. No, it did nothing. It did nothing. Okay. Why did it do nothing? Can I do that on the actual physical mesh itself? Can we do a small base M? Nope, that's not right. So we're assigning that, but what causes it to? Oh, we need to reassign the mesh as well. So we get a copy of the mesh, we modify it, and then we reassign it. Derp, of course you do. Of course you do. Does that do anything? That has done nothing. Not a sausage. Why has it done not a sausage? We have to set the submesh, but I don't want to set a new descriptor. I don't know what the vertex count is. Can we get the vertex count? Can we do that? We get the vertex data. Where do we do the vertex count? That's here, isn't it? Let's have a, so we manually set the vertex count. Set the vertex buffer. Can we get the buffer parameters? What's that under? That's under mesh data. No, small m, dot. Get vertex buffer stride. Debug.log. Oh, sorry. Play. You didn't debug a single thing. Why not? Oh, hang on. Not if it doesn't equal. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Of course, if it equals null, then we cancel. If it doesn't equal null, then we do stuff. Idiot. Idiot. Right. Get component requires that the requested component mesh data derives from mono behavior or a component that is an interface. Okay. But where do we get the mesh data array from? What do you do? Allocate writable mesh. Do we have to? Okay, so we might have to allocate writable mesh. So mesh.allocate writable mesh 1. Okay, we get our current mesh. The problem is that our mesh data comes from the mesh data array, and that's not right. Can I do what about if I do mesh dot get vertices? That's what we're doing down here, isn't it? No, let's get vertices. That is a list of vector3 vertices. We can get and set vertices. I don't need to do any of this stuff. Cool. Okay. Let's do away with all that. Hold on. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. So mesh equals get component mesh mesh.get vertices. List of what do you need to get? List of vector3s. That's okay. So I don't need to do any. I don't need to do vertex anymore. That isn't needed. This is not the most efficient way of doing things. I know that, so that's fine. But can't I just do all of this? And can't I just go verts 0 dot xyz? Not a float 3, it's a vector 3, isn't it? Yeah. Can I make it a float 3? No, it must be vector 3. Equals new vector 3 0, 0, 0. Okay, and mesh dot set vertices verts. Is it that easy? That'd be great if it was. Play. There's a mesh attached to cube object. What do you mean is that? Yes, there is right there. Oh. That's why we set the ship prefab. Nope. There's no mesh. It's a mesh filter, isn't it? Mesh equals mesh get component mesh filter dot mesh. Okay, get the mesh from there. Oh, I don't know if this is going to modify it permanently. It might do. No. Oh, let's see. Oh, look, one is different. One is different. Oh. That's that one there. That's that one there. So that is at the bottom. I need to bring up paint, and we need to do a new thing. We need to do a thing. We need to do another awesome artist rendition of what we got here. So so if I now stop this, does that go back? It does go back, so it doesn't save it. Awesome. Okay, cool. Right, so we're manipulating only the runtime. We're not actually manipulating the mesh itself permanently. Okay. Let's try one just as a test. That's gone a long more. Okay, so we've got the same sort of object as we have last time. Okay, and then we've got a that one there, that one there, that one there. Okay, and then oh no, then there is a box there, a box there, a box there, which is connected to on that one. No, it's not. No, it's not connected to that one. That one, is it? No, no, it's not. These are the diamond ones, aren't they? And they start here and are like this. Yeah, and then they are connected like that. So yeah, it would be a this would be a cube. Yeah, actually do this. It's gonna make no sense whatsoever when looking at it, because it is an extended flattened piece. Okay, and then we've got this repeated underneath that. So this is, oh, let's go to the fill thing. So oh dear, yeah, right. So that's our top, that's our sides, and then we've got bottom one things that. So this is the lowest point on there. So this is vertex 0. So as we're looking at it from our thing here, so the X and Y is there. So that's the bottom corner. Yeah. So that's 0. That's 1. Okay, so that's 0. That's 1. Okay. And this is actually a cube and a cube and a cube. So yeah, these are all cubes, but because they're flattened out, so it's that way. Okay. Right. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to public int that to change equals 0. And then this is going to be that to change, but there you go. So I can do it in the editor instead of having to come back and let the script compile every time. Okay. Oop. So we hit play. And yep. 1 or 0, I should say. The resulting vertices list cannot be null. What? 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 Vertex equals new. Make sure the vertices are listed new every time. Maybe because the script's not recompiling that it's not working. Don't know. Make sure that it's okay, so that's definitely that one there. But the weirdest thing is it's not affecting the other things that are here. That means there's another vertex there, isn't there? Because if you're moving this whole thing, you should move the whole thing. So this model isn't. Oh, I deleted the thing, didn't I? Can I undo before? No. Oh, I deleted it, didn't I? I deleted the original cube, the prefab. Yeah. Oh, how far back can we go? There. Oh dear. Oh, right. Okay. So. Oh, you're gonna. Yeah. Okay. So I've just messed this up completely, haven't I? Cube clone. Cube. Oh. Why have I got 2 of them? Why have I got 2 of them? Get rid of the clone. That's all. Triangulate your faces. Okay, so now you're all triangulated as you should be. Yep, that's fine. But that does mean that here somewhere we have a vertex. It's weird. That's weird. So that's vertices 1, but then we have another vertices underneath, apparently. Let me select all of them and let me world vertices if they're too close together, so we get rid of all the vertices. Okay. I don't know how you see the thing. Remove the mesh cloud as well. We don't want that. Right. Let's export this again. Yeah, because prefabs. So we need to get rid of those two. Why did you disappear? Why did you disappear? You aren't using... Oh, what the... But you... Now I'm confused. Wanderer, hello, good evening. No gaming today. I want to get on with this program thing. I'm fed up of working for other people for a living. So yeah. But I hope you've been having a good day today. Why did it disappear? Why was it using a mesh that existed in? That's so weird. Right. Pro Builder cube. Make a Pro Builder cube. Remove the mesh collector. There you go. Okay. That is a default Pro Builder cube. We don't need, isn't it? Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I want to shrink you down. How do I shrink you down? Okay, so delete the faces here. No, delete. Okay. Fill a hole. Do not fill the whole thing in. Confirm. Fill the hole. Do fill the whole thing in. Confirm. Okay. Select face this one. Drag it down by 0.1. Set pivot. Put it up. Okay. Reset the transform position. Select all faces and triangulate faces. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So all of them are now triangles. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Drag the grey onto it, so it's grey. Okay. Put it into the Pro Builder system there. Cool. And then we will undo that. Right click, Pro Builder, export as a prefab into our prefabs. we're going to call this the chip prefab. Okay. Well, there you go. So now you've done that. That's fine. So I can disable you. Go away. And then I can come into the prefabs and I can bring the chip prefab in, like so, reset it to its transform. There it is. Awesome, awesome. Okie dokie. Still got a mesh card on it. I didn't remove that. Oops, get rid of that. We don't need that now. Now we want to add our script to it that we were building. The adaptive, that one there, but and we want to let's still assign the chip prefab to it because we want it. So let's change that to 0. Okay, play. And let's see. Oh dear. Test mesh can be disabled as well. Play. Which one is it? Which one is it? So it's that one. However, it's still. $132 indices. So it's not sharing indices. Because there's only 44 triangles. There's 100, mind you, there's 132 on our one, isn't there, that we built? What? Hey, what? Oh. I don't know why that was. I know because I undid loads of stuff, didn't I? Yeah, that's why. And then I need to reopen it, don't I? Yeah. Oh, it's named wrong. It's named wrong. That's right. That is correct. Actually, that is correct. 100 and. $132 indices starting from 0. Yeah, so that is correct. If I turn this back on again, hit play on this guy. 132 indices starting from 0. That is right, because that's what we're doing there. But the weirdest thing is that $24 vertices on that one, 56 vertices on this one. So it's not, it's doing multiple vertices. So is that how it does the texture wrapping? So there'd be 2 vertices here, or maybe even 3 or 4 vertices here. One for this triangle, one for that triangle, one for that triangle, that triangle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might share some of them. That's what I think it's doing. That doesn't help us because that means there's 56 vertices instead of 24, which is what I was expecting. Okay. So that isn't gonna. That isn't gonna work. The main reason I need to figure out the UVs. The main reason I need to figure out the way the UV works is because when we put the chips and things down, not the chips, when we put the sockets down, I need to know the UVs because I need to have one side or the other. So say this was a socket instead. This side needs to be populated with pinholes. So I need to have the UVs on this side working, and it doesn't work that way. So I suppose I could just ignore the center one and make sure we always fit the 4 side ones. That I think is doable. It's got to be doable for the 4 side ones, and just not worry about the center one being messed up. But however, when it comes to sockets, we're going to have a different way of making them anyway, because we might need to. I'm going. I keep coughing. I'm sorry. We're going to have to assign multiple ones, because for a socket that's got multiple layers of pins, I need these ones, and then the ones inside, then ones inside, then ones inside that to be done. So a socket's going to have to be done completely differently. Anyway, I don't know how to assign multiple textures to a thing. Mesh have multiple text coordinates per vertex. Unity supports up to 8 sets accessible via separate properties. Also possible to define 1D, 3D, or 4D coordinates. That's text code 0. What other things are in there? What is this? Curried sausage with mashed potato and mixed veggies for lunch day. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ooh. Vertex attribute is obviously dot text chord. Oh, is there? There they are. There's the other. Right. Okay. What if I did that and tried? Why don't you have to do text chord 1? Bump 4 is text chord 1, and this is going to be a float 16 2. It's the same thing. So when we do this, this is going to have to be a 5 now. Mention 3. I don't know what that means. Default is 3. Okay, we'll do that then. That's fine. Dum 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 dum. Text chord. Text chord 1 equals half. I'm going to set it to 1 1. Okay. See what this does. Let's see what this does. Let's turn off our. Oh, let's play. They're all set to 1 1, which is fine. If I add a second coordinate, a second, and I put like gold on it. Well, that's interesting. that's more than one material than the submeshes. That's interesting. Why is it? That's interesting. So it's adding the gold and the thing. I think it's adding both together, isn't it? Right. So okay. But what if I did this? What if we don't fill out the text chords at all? We leave them blank. The thing goes absolutely wobbly. Okay. Right. So then what if I... Yeah, all of you have got text chords set, haven't you? But you haven't got the... So what if I set this to text chord 1 instead on these first 4? And didn't set text chord 0. Will the thing still hold up? No, it loses the plot. Right. So how do I... Move backwards when I've got 3. 0, 1, 2. I don't know why you do multiple. I am concerned that I'm fundamentally building the thing wrong as well. Let's go. Let me. Where? Not this picture. Where was our previous? Was it this one? This one. Yeah, this one. I was going round clockwise, but if I change this to be clockwise here, for instance, we'll just mess about with the top one here. So we want to make 1 and 2 be red and yellow on the second coordinates. Okay, so forget this one and forget that one. So 1 wants to be, that's 0, so ignore that. 1 wants to be red and 2 wants to be yellow, which is 1. Okay, and then so this uses text called 0. Let's say this uses 1, this uses 0, and that uses 1 in that loop, so we can overlap things. So then this one wants to have 6 and 7 be red, yellow, green, blue. So 6 and 7, 6 wants to be 1 and 7 wants to be 2. Six is 1 and 7 is 2. And then for this guy, this wants to be red and 1. So six wants to be 0 and 7 wants to be blue, which is what it currently is, right? Yeah, text code 0. So text code's 1 and text code 0. Okay. Right. Save that. The problem is I don't know how to show which text chord on which triangle. That hasn't changed anything. Okay, because this should be facing the same way as this one here. I am doing this wrong as well, because it should be, it's that way, isn't it? I'm dealing with this one actually. Oh. No. Yeah, 0 is down here. That's 0, so I don't know why that's facing that way and not facing north. That is weird. Have I definitely got this right? Hold on. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 is back corner. 1 is... Ah, no. No, this wants to be 0 and 1. This wants to be 1, 0, right? Yeah, because that was going counterclockwise, not clockwise. There we go. Now it's facing up. Okay. So we're dealing with this one here. So they're both. That's right. So we're dealing with this one here. I don't know why they're both facing up. I don't know how that works. I don't know how left and right works. Because they're reversed. Okay. So how do I tell the triangles then? To display a certain texture coordinate, because I want you to display texture coordinate 2, not, or texture coordinate 1, not 0. What other things are in here? Vertex attribute dot attribute. Capital V, vertex attribute dot, let's call color blended indices, color normal should return text coordinate 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's for the vertex, that's fine. Then how do I tell a triangle The U short. Yeah, you're just set to indices, that's fine. This is another one that confuses me slightly because we get the native array here, we adjust the native array, but we never reset the native array. It just it must just happen in here. We must be changing this mesh data. Yeah, we are changing the mesh data. Set this mesh data to get index. Mesh data dot let me just set to UV1, of course, the mesh.uv2. So that is how they do it. We're doing multiple vertices in order to snap the even just look at the way this vertex attribute maps to text called 1. And HLSL UV channel is called UV1, corresponds to mesh.uv2, because there are multiple UV layers, but I don't know how to assign so the only way to actually get this to work the way we want it to work is you have to create multiple vertices in redundant places if you want repeating textures across the whole thing. That's why when we export the model with the UVs, it ends up with 56 vertices instead of 24. I also don't know how to add a second element to it anyway to do the thing. So yeah, okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to, rather than generate the thing at runtime, I'm actually going to have to modify one that exists already. Which is doable. It's doable. I'm just thinking that the socket's going to be a real pain to deal with.
Thank you for the 8 long months of subscribing in Belcal Gaming. 8 months, let's go.
I have it on speaker still. The microphone picked up that voice pretty well. Emil, thank you very, very much for the 8 months. Thank you. I hope you are having a good day and that everything is awesome, wonderful. Let's call it 6 is wrong anyway. Isn't it? Sorry. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 has got the wrong number. It should have 3. Red, yellow, green, blue. So yeah, it should have 3. Issue with virtual activity my grandma and uncle's new phone. Oh, you need thumbprint. Yeah, yeah. There we go. That's fixed. I messed that up. Okay. But that is reversed. Right. But what if I don't assign x coordinate 0 to it? And we just use x coordinate 1. What is that going to do? If it doesn't have text coordinate 0 assigned to it, is it just assigned to 0? Is it just blank? It's just blank. Okay, I can completely see why they've gone with multiple vertices. The limitation of the system, because I'm sure you can set UVs, but let me grab their texture as well, because it might make life a little bit easier for us. I really am struggling. With this. I can see put that into materials. Okay, materials, go to our test mesh one and add the base map to this instead, but not like that. Okay, hit play. There we go. So okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, so I don't know how to get that to this one starts from this corner and goes out. This one starting from this corner and going out, which is Makes sense because that's the 0 point. But I want to repeat them. I want to repeat them over there. I don't know how to assign. The text called 1 is not being used. Because we have text code 1 set to 0, 1. Oh wait a minute, 1 and 2. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. So 1 is 0, 6 is 1, 7 is 2, and 2 is 3. So 2 usually 3. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I don't think it's still not going to work because it's not actually using text called 0. The problem is if I want on the socket, I'm going to want this piece and this piece all done. The socket is going to have the socket's going to, each one of these points is going to have to be a face on the inside of it so that we can apply texture to it individually, because I need to do that. I need to add texture individually. So if I was to do it with this chip prefab one here, let's assign the stuff to it. That's going to be so many different vertices we have to deal with, and I don't know the proper ordering of them. I'm hoping it starts at the bottom and goes round in a loop, but the problem to that is that we've got vertices in the center here as well. I don't know where these ones come from. I don't know why it's starting up there at the top Z point and not in the bottom corner here. I think that's because the cube gets created and it does it from that point, I guess. Starts from the top most way down. I'm just so not sure about this, but there are multiple vertices in that point. There's, I mean, 24 times 2 is 48, and we got 56. So I've still got another 8 vertices somewhere. If each one was doubled up, then they couldn't be doubled. Each one would have to be tripled up because they'd have to share. They'd have to share points. I might just have to give up on this, and maybe fake it, like literally just not bother setting the text coordinates for our chip at all, and then put in like a plane on top of it with a texture to make it look right. It's kind of a waste of geometry, but I think that's the only way I can figure out how to do this. So if I let's do away with the text coordinates. Let's do away with text coordinates altogether. Let's just get rid of them. Let's change this down to 3. Get rid of text coordinates completely. That wants to be 3, sorry. 3. Get rid of that. We still got tangent. Do I need tangent? What does tangent do? Do. Tangent is to do with normal mapping. Don't care about that either. We don't need that. I do need the float position and normal. Okay, so this comes down to being 2 suddenly. And we can get rid of the tangent. Okay, we can get rid of this and this. Let's strip this right out, shall we? I could have actually left them in there as default values and then just assigned a repeating texture, but then it would still be a bit weird. So yeah, so do that. Okay, hit play, see what happens. It appears it is white. Okay, that is probably because the base map is white. There we go. If I make it grey, for instance, it will be shiny grey. What I want to do, let's try arrow again, see what arrow does. Arrow just goes black. Okay. What I want is to do grey. But I want to then edit the grey material. Grey here. Because I want you to actually be darker grey for one, and I want to give you a base map of the checkerboard. Okay, so you've got a slight, you can't even see it there, but it's got a slight change to it. It won't matter because you're just going to use the standard like thing. You're all super shiny, aren't you? Can I? Oh, I can't move any sliders. Why can't I move any sliders? Can't move any sliders when the game's running. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. Right. Was definitely not expecting that. Okay, so that's become super shiny. It's not what I want. I don't want you to be super shiny. I want you to be. Well, actually, that makes you super shiny, doesn't it? Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want super shiny. We want I need to get rid of these effects. The renderer. I need to get rid of this renderer thing. Because it's got stuff on it that I just don't want. but I don't know where it is. And sample scheme. Where is? You got the physics shape on you. I don't want that. I don't think I want the physics shapes, do I? Maybe we'll implement it. Settings, here it is. So you're doing post-processing data, which is default stuff. Go away. You've got, so I don't even know what half this stuff is. Cool. And like should cast shadow, that's fine. Shadow distance, I think I find. Yeah, this. What is post processing? I don't want this post processing. I don't turn these off. Don't do tone mapping. Don't do blown. Don't do vignette. How do I get rid of? What I want to get rid of is, I don't know if you can see it, it's I don't know whether YouTube can show that, but it's all blocky and like the texture quality is going really bizarre, like just something's not. This doesn't appear to be doing anything here. Oh, GPU batch render group must be set to keep all. Oh, good lord, look at that. Excuse me. Oh dear. That's because I think I turned off shadows. No. Dynamic batching enabled. 100 meters. So confused. This I really don't get the shadow thing. The shadow thing is so weird to me. It doesn't do what I expect it to do. Yeah, it looks all like it's getting Well, you're not doing post-processing anymore anyway. What's it called? What's it called? Ambient occlusion. That's what it feels like it's getting. It's getting ambient occlusion from nothing. Because there's nothing attached to it. So it's getting this fade effect from nothing. And I don't know what it is. And I'm really... none. The PC one and the mobile one are very, very different. But the mobile one's got much lower light range. PC one's a lot better for that, but I need to... Screen space ambient occlusion. There it is. That's what it is. That's what's making everything look weird. Okay. That's what I need to change. Screen space ambient occlusion. Okay, cool. I think that's can probably be left alone, but I've mucked about stuff on it now, so how do I go back and fix the shadows to what they should have been? Can I look at the mobile one? That's just the same. Okay. Let's do 4 cascades and let's go with something like... We'll just do them evenly. So 25, 50, 75, and the last drop off's 100. But the last border is 0. We'll just do that. There you go. Metric, nice and easy. Okay. Good. Post-processing can be re-enabled again, I suppose. Which it is. Okay, and that is post-processing is set to data-driven lens. That's fine. Volumes is fine. Turn all these back on again and see. Okay, that's better. Don't know what the other things were here. Kind of wish I could reset this back to defaults. Way to reset this back to defaults. There's a reset button. Let's hit that and see what happens. Nothing apparently. Oh. PC renderer. Oh. PC renderer. I'll reset this. Oop, there you go. Okay. And I think if I hit play now, it's going to throw a wobbly. Yeah, URP requires forward plus, doesn't it? Play. Now I've got the weird lines again going on here. What I had last time. That's fine. Because what I had to do was go into this guy and change what was it I had to change here? Additional lights disabled for the moment. We don't want to worry about them. There might be additional lights on the thing later, but I don't know. What did I do? What did I do for this? I've forgotten now. It wasn't even in here. It was in this one. No, it wasn't. I can't remember where it was. Damn you. I can't remember. I've said it's banding. It's got banding. It's got one colour here, another one here, another one here. It's not dithering between them, and I can't remember what the it was something in the, wasn't here. This is the one that I reset everything to default on. No edit feature. Nope. So it wasn't, because I had to do this in the other game as well, because it was doing this weird color banding thing, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was that I changed. This stream is going to have nothing done in it, I'm afraid. We're just going to have nothing happen. I'm just going to be mucking about with some things and looking at stuff, and it wasn't volumes or post-processing or shadows. It wasn't anything to do with shadows. Was it on the camera itself? I don't think it was on the camera itself. Projection, no, rendering. As you can see the color banding there as I move the camera up and down. See that line coming across it? I can't remember, there was something to do with rendered. It was definitely one of these. The shadows are really broken, but That's okay. We can fix the shadows. That's easy to fix. Yeah, I'm moving the camera further around. It's not changing the $25, $50, $75. Last border is 100. Last border should be 0. Maximum distance. Let's see. That's now not showing any. That is so. The shadow thing has always confused me in Unity. I'm gonna be honest. It's always because it seems that the maximum distance, which to me tells me that's the maximum distance I can see shadows at. It's the opposite. Like the lower you put it, the better your shadows become. If I say, well, I want the shadows to be visible out 100 out, it becomes terrible. You know, it's just like, well, why? Yeah. Because as I move the camera away, the shadows don't change, which is what they should do. The shadows should change on the object you're looking at when you're further away from them, but you seem to the higher you put it, the worse. It's very weird. Set it to 10, and when I zoom in on it, it's fine, but then you zoom out, it goes away like here. Though I am that is probably 10 meters away actually, now I think about it. But if I set it to 100 so that I can view it from 100 meters away, it doesn't, like the shadows just disappear. When we're up close like this, we should be very, very close to it. It's so bizarre. So it's like, I don't know, it should be like 10, 40, 80 or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, just the shadows look really bad as you get close to them. It's just one, two, three, two, one, and then I'm dealing with very small choices though, so I kind of understand this. So 30, 20, 10. you are 50. 40. It still looks bad when you're not close to it. I don't know how to make good shadows in Unity. I don't know what the settings need to be for this, to be honest with you. I just don't understand it. Because look at that. That is horrid. That just basically disables shadows if you just go with one cascade, which is strange. It's like there's another thing that is like there's another setting somewhere that that overwrites the shadows. Something else somewhere that overwrites them and changes the maximum distance you can view shadows at, and I don't know where that other thing is. I need to look into that, but anyway, I'm getting distracted on the stuff we want to be trying to do here. So this has still got the weird thing going on with it. The I don't know what I've done. Screen space ambient occlusion. See, that's the thing I don't want, because that does weird things. Get rid of that. Remove that. What about screen space shadows? Are they a thing? What do they do? Not a clue. Format does not. Okay. It's not post processing. It could be lighting. There you go. You can see it even worse now. It's not the lighting that's doing it either. There's nothing here that tells me to change that. There's something in the lighting or something, I don't know. Either way, nothing is happening here, so I might bring this to a close early because I'm utterly stuck, and clearly I'm not. Clearly I'm not. That's the thing. Clearly I'm not. That's what it is here. So I have no lighting settings. That's not it. You're both interacting the same thing. So it's definitely something I've done to this PC renderer, this one here. Definitely something I've done here, which is causing it to lose the plot. So no render objects, no screen paste, no full screen paste first, no decal. I don't know. I will play with this some more and try and figure it all out. Oh god, everything's gone very dark. Everything's gone very, very dark. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Oh, you had to say with the light, didn't I? Duh. We need that. We need that. Yeah. Right, do you know what? Let's just leave this here. Let's just leave this one here, shall we? Bum, bum, bum. Nothing's happening. I'm no. No. Today is no. Today is bad day. Today is bad day. Just no, things have gone wrong today, and today is just bad day. Give up bad day and start a new day tomorrow and carry on from there. That'll be the best way. Not yawn. I'm not even remotely tired. I'm just distracted. I'm not concentrating properly. I'm here, there, I'm everywhere. I know exactly what I have to do with the creating the mesh. I know what I have to do with it, but it's awkward because I need to create multiple geometry with it, which is it's all doable. I just need to kind of rewrite a little bit of it and change some things up, but because there's no other way for us to get the textures to do what we want the textures to do. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. We'll be back tomorrow with some more of the Mobius machine, and we'll play some proofs, a bit more of that, and then hopefully Tuesday I can get my head back in the game and we can do something with this and see how it goes. I'm probably going to leave this running and muck about with it now, so but yeah, until next time, as always, have fun.